Welcome. We've made it here this week. It's Masters of Debate. It's a podcast. I'm Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hi.
I want everyone to know that I've known Ian a really long time.
Yeah. How? As long as we've known each other, actually.
As long as I've known you, I've known Ian, and as long as I've known you, I've actually known Nick a little bit longer.
I've known both of you the longest. Admit it.
Out of whom?
Out of each other's.
You just say that because you're older.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I've known of you longer.
This is a
Dang.
podcast where we debate things that matter. We take the issues to the people.
Yeah, I have had a lot of people thank us for doing our diligence as civil servants.
You turn on the news and you get a bunch of talking heads, but here you get a bunch of talking hearts.
Love talking heads.
Yeah, but the talking hearts really make it matter.
I'm a talking deadhead.
Well, guys, I feel really warmed up. We just got our calories out of our bodies into the air playing spike ball.
Yeah, who won?
And I think it was good to then put more calories into our body via beef.
Who won?
We had a lot of burgers after the game.
Yeah, who won the game?
Well, there were two games. Who won the games?
This is Ian talking. After the games ended, we ate beef that was heated on a grill.
Nick, do you remember who won?
I don't know. I didn't notice who won because it was heat and beef. But, the rumor on the street is that the Vanarchiks won.
Can I just interrupt? Because I really like warmer beef. You know what I'm saying?
So you want your beef warmer?
I do. I don't like it when it's cold. And that leads me into our first segment.
Go ahead,
Take it.
loser.
I think...
You're not a loser.
Thanks,
You're
everybody.
so good at spike ball.
But you both
Thanks.
lost twice.
Anywho, this leads me to my next segment, which is a new segment. And I'm happy to tell each and every one of you. This one's called Quick Players Poll. Quick Players Poll. That's our new theme song.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna poll our respondents.
And it's just me and Nick.
It's just the two other people in the room.
Big data.
Yeah. All
I'm
right,
collecting
Gil.
data.
This is good. Go
This
ahead.
is so different than everything else we do.
I mean, it's in the same vein.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay,
say.
I want to be polled. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let me poll you
You're
both.
canvassing this room. We bump into each other.
Do we think record players are cool?
Yes.
Just a yes or no. Nick says yes.
I have yes with a caveat.
Okay, I've got two yeses.
Any record player sold as kitsch is not cool.
What else would they be sold as? Like legit? Like there's better ways to listen to audio.
Right.
It's just for the kitsch effect.
Then no, it's absolutely not cool.
What is kit? What is
Kitsch
what
is just like
Kitchen.
Pardon my ignorance.
Kitsch is just like uncritically explored, mass-produced art that's just trendy and not. You're just doing it because it's on Instagram or Urban Outfitters.
We have one of those Urban Crosley.
Did you get it from Urban
CK
Outfitters?
We got it from worse TJ Maxx.
Then it's not
That's not
cool.
worse. That's not worse.
It's the Urban Outfitters for the.
It's the budget outfitters.
Yeah.
TJ Maxx is not worse than Urban Outfitters. I hope
No,
you
it's
know.
not.
That's a hot take.
It's actually far better.
Yeah. Okay, I feel better now. Anyway, we got it from TJ Maxx.
Okay.
The reason I think it's cool because in a world of digital medium, there's not a lot of things I collect anymore.
Back up. Digital medium?
Yeah, like
Media.
medium, but the mediums of
Is the record.
No, you're
media.
thinking of like the size of fry. It's media. Medium is the size of
thinking-
fry.
median.
No, median is like
Like
mode.
small, medium, large. I want a medium,
That's
but
what
I
you're
also
thinking
want a
of.
4-piece nugget.
And I see where you're getting confused because the word is similar.
Mode?
Medium is a size.
Median is a mode.
Okay. Mean, median, and mode.
No, you're thinking of medium.
That's a fry.
You're thinking of like a 4 to
At
6
any rate-
size pants that are categorized
Nick,
as
go
a
on.
medium.
At any rate, because I don't have a ton of access to, a really nice record stereo system, right? It was a nice, easy, entry-level form of listening to records, which I think is fun because you could collect them, and the process of sitting down to listen to a whole album
I do like it though.
is a nice idea. It's a nice idea to me.
All right, you got 2 yeses.
Okay, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because your opinions, at the end of the day, don't matter by and large.
Okay, I have a poll.
Poll me.
Were PDFs invented or discovered?
PDFs?
Yeah.
The file type?
Yeah.
Like that your parents will be like, what is this?
Well,
PDF.
I'm looking for a job, so I've been doing like a lot of download as PDF for my resumes. And I was like, like did we harness this mechanism, or did someone think like, nah, we need to like?
I'm glad you asked. The answer is yes. It has been
Invented?
Discovered.
Yeah, it was found.
PDFs were found.
Yep.
And harnessed.
Yeah.
Like horses.
Yeah, we took them
Just like horses.
and saddled them.
Wow.
And mounted them.
I can't imagine what a wild PDF was like.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the first person to ever come across a wild PDF did write about it and said, it's not searchable. I can't even Command F this.
I think that was
beautiful
Leaves of
beast."
Grass.
Yeah, that was Walt.
That was Walt.
Walter White
Whitman.
wrote that.
Well, yeah.
Walter Whiteman.
Yeah.
Whiteman.
Okay, so I'm really glad that's settled.
Yeah, the answer is that it was found. Happy?
Okay, Nick?
How long is it okay to be in the bathroom?
Yeah, this is important for you to discuss.
I feel I've been embarrassed lately
One or
when I
two.
talk about it.
I feel like you do weird things in the bathroom.
Yeah, we know
Like
you
you
do.
go in there and lay on the ground.
No, I just like I don't need a lot of alone time. I'm a big extrovert.
True.
Extrovert.
It's your biggest downfall.
It's my biggest gift and hardest mountain to climb. But that's the only time I take to myself.
Why is it so taboo to speak to someone while you're doing your business? I hate it, but I'm asking, why do I hate it?
Yeah. Anna's always talked about this, like, why do dogs look guilty when they poop?
Dogs look so guilty when
They're
they
just
poop.
keeping an eye out, and they have got endorphins pumping, so they're looking cool.
Because there could be a
They're
leopard.
high-
There could be a leopard around any corner.
They're so proud that they held it and didn't do it on the hardwood. So the
Yeah.
fact that they're doing it on the pavement, they're just like, "Are you happy? Are you proud?"
It's like a sex slave for evangelicals. When they finally get there, it's like,
Right.
is this okay?
And the answer is no.
And it's not.
Okay, and
Answers
that's
like that, no.
And to answer your poll, 4 minutes.
Okay.
If it's number
4
two.
minutes is too long.
No, 4 minutes is like optimal if you're taking a deuce.
I think 4 minutes is pretty conservative.
What?
4 minutes in the bathroom and you're done. That's like impressive.
I'm talking number 2.
That
And
feels fast
If
to
you
me.
don't go on your phone, I
Wow.
think that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I'm so glad that got settled.
yeah, wow, and in record time,
Yep. I think it's time.
break us into it.
Okay, so I'm really stoked to get to propose our debate this week. This week's debate, I just want to say I think I'm an incredible debater, so I'm actually kind of sad for our listeners to not get to hear me construct
Max.
some arguments. And
Can I just say, when I was doing auditions for who I was going to bring onto this show, I only wanted masters of debate.
yeah,
So here I am, Ian, sitting with my name tag on the desk with my business card.
Absolutely.
Said Ian Brown. I said, bring
He's
him.
got a Wix page open
I've got my Wix open.
on his IBM
and his
ThinkPad.
you have a downtown like high rise, but it's also a loft.
Yeah, it's a WeWork loft big boy.
There's a broken elliptical in the gym in his loft building.
Yeah,
I work at Freedom Tower in Chicago.
yeah. And I came in and I said I'm not going to be a master. I'm going to be a mistress of debate.
She's a Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The mistress of debate.
That's like the Ocean's 8 of Masters
Yeah.
of Debate.
Yeah, but it's not different in emotion.
Or Ghostbusters New. I don't remember what the title
No, that's
of
the
it.
title.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters New.
I'm the master of the house and the mistress of debate.
Ooh, I love it. I love to hear
Okay,
it.
so I am proposing a debate this week.
Debate
Are you-
time.
Wait, can I just explain the rules? I'm
Oh.
so sorry to cut you off like that.
Yeah, explain the rules for the buffoons who don't know how.
For that fool that tunes into just the newest episode.
Good for him. Welcome.
Welcome to the podcast. If this is your first time, you are in for a treat. Here's the rules. The debate segment, the main segment, goes a little something like this. One of us proposes a topic that the other two of us have not heard, and then tells us what side of the debate we're on. And we have the chance to ask clarifying questions, and each of the debaters gets to bring in and invoke a statistic that is, beyond the shadow of a doubt, true to support their argument.
They can invoke their ancestors too.
Yeah, they can also summon their ancestors to give them deep wisdom and insight. Mine are always on.
Grandmother Willow can be rubbed.
And that's what we call phone a friend.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Great. Yeah. You can take the canoe around the riverbed and find Grandmother Willow and ask her.
So what's our debate topic, Anna?
Okay. I'm really, really proud that every time I buy alcohol, I whip out an ID that always gets a remark because my ID is still from the state of Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, they say, ooh.
They say, well, I've never seen one of those. And I say, that's because no one from Alabama leaves.
It.
So this is a great ode to the state of Alabama tonight.
Oh.
As as has been discussed, the state of Alabama has recently been censoring and banning a lot of things, right? Am I right? Am I just right? Is that true?
You're right.
That's happened.
Okay.
It is the 1984 of states.
I am not asking us to discuss what the state of Alabama has banned or censored.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Banana.
But I want
Banana.
Banana Brama.
this week, each of you have to propose something that is more convincing that the state of Alabama should ban.
Oh wow, that's a great.
What should the state of
They
Alabama
add to the repertoire.
be putting their attention on? Like, what should they be giving a little more focus?
Yep.
So,
Thank you, Anna. All right, I don't have any clarifying questions.
any clarifying questions?
No, you're just thinking like what the state of Alabama, who's trying to pride themselves and what they take in and what they put out.
Specifically, I wouldn't use the word pride in association with the state of Alabama.
But
Yeah,
what they
fair enough.
prefer.
Okay, better. Okay, yeah, I would say like we know that they are being pretty selective,
Yeah.
and articulate on certain things these days. So I want to know what convince me and maybe Alabama and our listeners is like, what should Alabama be putting their focus on?
Who are your-
What else should they ban?
Who are your senators? Do you know who your senators are?
I know our governor.
I know, not the senators. I know what should be banned.
Okay, so just for our listeners, each of our debaters this week will get one statistic that they can invoke to argue their point, and they have to convince me. And at the end of this debate, I'll choose a winner. Go ahead, Ian.
White wine.
Uh-oh.
White wine should be outlawed.
My man.
So the
talking-
state of Alabama should be focusing on the abominations of aggressive white wine.
If they claim to stand for family values,
Keep going.
they'll do away with white wine. What does white wine do?
Oh.
It divides. It divides and it conquers. Okay.
gosh.
How many shows have you watched where the wife goes and complains with her friends about her husband with a glass of
Big old
Pinot
glass of Grigio,
The
not Pinot Noir,
PG.
not Pinot Noir,
No,
because
it's
that's
the
like a
PG.
film noir, dark and sassy, but it's the Grigio Gigi.
And let me rock you through my logic. Here.
Rock me.
rock me.
Rock you through my logic. Board. Here we go. Art is based on life.
Yep.
Okay.
Sitcoms are art.
Yes.
In the pinnacle,
okay.
in the highest form.
Yes.
What about cartoons?
They're right up there, but they're not quite there. It's a sitcom.
What about PBS cartoons?
Oh, hear me out.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I'm thinking where you're thinking. I hear where you're going.
Okay.
I'm thinking if you are filming in front of a live studio audience, you got something to prove. And if you're a sitcom doing that, a la Everybody Loves Raymond, a la
King of Queens.
King of Queens,
Yeah.
a la
Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly. all these shows exemplify Southern values, except for their white wine addiction.
Oh my god.
And so white wine fuels that sort of tearing apart of
It's
families.
so divisive.
Divisive.
It's so divisive.
Divisive, yeah.
How about, like, could you imagine a world where it's like, hey girls, I'm bringing over wine.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to ask, what do you prefer?
Right.
Yeah.
And it was
You
just like, wine
White.
is synonymous
It was
with
just
a red
red.
wine.
Red
Yeah.
or apple
I
wine.
don't think the Athenians or the Spartans ever had white.
No.
No. And okay, here's what I'm
And they're
saying.
the forefront of Western culture.
When I think of grapes, I don't think white grapes.
Nope.
Can I just say that you guys are doing a great job boistering my side
Strong.
of the
It's
debate.
a strong
the
point.
state
But
of,
let me just
yeah.
I want to just articulate the crux of my argument,
Crux
which is
me.
that Alabama family values, right? And,
Can you define what some of those are? Help us out.
Ghost in the Graveyard?
Yeah.
At
It's a
night.
good game.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Graveyard. Capture the Flag.
Flashlight tag.
Flashlight tag.
It's
Yeah.
like two more.
Camp.
Yeah.
I would say.
What about like when dad gets home? Like, what's the value for when dad gets home?
When dad gets home, he needs to first of all crack open cold beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he
Then
sits
he
in
needs
the
to go to-
garage with his AM radio.
Yeah, wait, hold on. But what's dad getting home from?
He's getting home from the dump where he's been searching for beer. And he's cracking that open.
Yeah.
And then he goes to his draft and he pours himself a cold beer.
Yeah.